Well, here we were at Mangotsfield, and it was always going to be a difficult one for us because I think we've lost here the last 5 league games we've played here, and of course we lost to them in September 2-1 as well. And we've lost here today. We lost 2-1, but it was quite an eventful second half, and fortunately Danny has come here to talk to us a little bit about it. In the first half, they scored after 28 minutes. It was a contentious goal. It was down our left. Steph looked as if he'd been pushed over. Bath crossed it, and Lewis Powell at the near post stuck it in. So that made it 1-0 at half time. So I don't know, what do you think of the first half, Danny?
Very scrappy, to be honest, Graham. We come here with a set plan, a game plan, and to be solid. And to be fair, it was a hard battle. I thought they had the edge on us in the first period, but I thought we were resolute, and I thought if we can hold on to that and just come in a 0-0, then we'd have half a chance. But I really did feel it was a soft situation with the free kick, and I felt we were a bit undone by coming in at half time, to be honest, Graham.
Yep. So we were one down at half time. At the start of the second half, we came out and we really got going. Jack to Luke to Ben, a tremendous cross. There was a defensive header which went over the bar. Corner came in, Billy Mabry's shot, Toby's header. It was a real good old scramble. Then Canny through to Steph, another cross for Jack to head over. And we were really on the ascendancy, I thought, the first 5-10 minutes of the second half. And then on 52 minutes, Billy was, fouled someone, and he'd already been booked. Billy Loses has been booked in the first half. Whether he got another yellow or was it a straight red? Did you see?
Yeah, I think it's straight red, but I just thought it was a little bit harsh, really. He looked a little bit of a scrap, and the lad's fallen quite easy, which I felt he good little player, the player, but I thought he went down a little bit too easy at times today. But now going back to what you were saying, in the second half, we come out guns blazing, and we started to do what we do well, and start passing, move it well, and started to get into channels, run them into channels. But that started well, and then you lose a player, it's always going to be a little bit harder, and we had to dust ourselves down and see how we went from there, really.
But it didn't go well for us, because 5 minutes later there was another low cross from the right hand side, and this time it was Lewis Powell at the far post to make it 2-0. But then tremendous spirit by the team. I thought the lads really got stuck in and started playing really, really well. And eventually we got a goal back. After 78 minutes, Louis Kellaway had come on as sub. He put a terrific ball through to Carl. Carl Preston had come on as sub, went through and put it in the net to make it 2-1.
Yeah, really good. And you just already see when Cole come on, he's made it more dynamic, and he really helped us a lot. And it's great to see him his first couple of games coming back to the club and scoring a goal. But we just that's all we can say at the end there. Great courage, determination, and that's what seems to happen when teams go down with a few players. But we dust ourselves down, come out and showed the other side to our play.
We really were in the ascendancy throughout the second half, and I counted that we had 8 attempts on target. We had 2 that were blocked. We had 3 that were off target, and we were really coming through. And shortly after that, Luke went on one of his mazy dribbles, and they had 2 bites at him, brought him down, and I don't know, things kicked off a little bit then, and the referee was showing cards left, right and centre.
We started causing problems. What we knew was, obviously, after the first half, we putting Luke out wide, we change him around, put him in the central area, and when he runs at players, he makes all sorts of nuisance. And coming with that, tackles getting flying in here, there and everywhere, then obviously sometimes the refs and that got to have a little bit more concentration on it, and people are diving in on him and getting put on the floor. But at times, I feel we're a bit hard done by today with them situations. But he certainly made a big difference, and other lads come up and step up to the mark with Jack, Toby, Cole, and obviously with Luke's link up and getting at them, it was much better. We're causing all sorts of problems.
But just going back to that melee, we ended up losing another player. Sam Davidson went off. So we were down to 9 men and 2-1 down, but by Jove, we were still going forward at the end, weren't we? And I thought we had some terrific chances at the end, and Toby nearly got in on one, so in a way we were unlucky with football not to come out with something.
I mean, to have that many players sent off, and obviously myself today, I mean, it lacks a little bit of discipline from us all, which we've got to address and look at, but certainly the thing shows to us is the courage, and like I say, how we worked hard, and and put a shift in for each other and really worked and were resolute right to the end with that many players off the pitch. But yeah, you know, I think if we went for another couple of minutes, I reckon we maybe got the goal we were looking for, really, Graham. You know, not just saying that because of the sheer willingness, and we're very fit this season as well, so we keep going to the end. So, you know, all the negatives and the lack of discipline a little bit, you know, from obviously myself as well. Yeah, it's there were some really good points to come out of it, you know.
Yeah, I thought Stokes was absolutely majestic today. He looked tremendous. Josh Hartley came on as sub, so that was really good news to see Josh back as well. But everybody, it was a really spirited team effort in the end, wasn't it?
Spirited performance, and we've just got to keep going and digging in. And I honestly do believe now, if we keep up them kind of standards with the quality on the ball, you know, and off the ball, you know, with our defensive play, we should be fine. You know, we've just got to keep together and keep the spirit.
Yeah. So it was a really eventful second half, wasn't it? The football was pretty good as well.
Yes.
So in the end, we've lost 2-1 to Mangotsfield. Mangotsfield, who started the day just 1 point off the playoffs, so that's a pretty good performance. Next week we're at home against Tottenham, so I hope you can come along there. And then the Saturday after that, on the 11th of February, we're away at Hereford. I think there's still 1 or 2 places on the coach if you want to go on that one, but do get in touch with Peter Barham. But it's been quite an eventful afternoon.
Yeah, that's indeed.
So, Danny, thanks ever so much for
Thank
talking
you,
to us.
Yeah, thank you.